Today we want to discuss very interesting chapter, that is the need of cross-cultural management. In the first class we have already discussed about the cross-culture, introduction to the cross-culture management, and why it is applicable for the hospitality students, tourism and hospitality students. Today we want to discuss the need of cross-cultural management. What is the importance of cross-cultural management? What is the contribution of cross-cultural management in the field of tourism and hospitality business? It's a very interesting thing, cross-cultural management. As we discussed in the early classes, the culture, what is culture and why it is important to know the other culture, cross-culture in the field of business. Not only for the expansions of the business, not only for the generating the huge revenue, not only to making a strategy, not only to building a relationship, but the various aspects of cross-cultural management which is required. The most important thing which is required in the cross-cultural management, what is the best contribution of the cross-cultural management is, that is to develop, to increase the ability of the performance of the manager who is working with the cross-cultural field, in the cross-cultural management, which is required the cross-cultural management not in the own country but in the outside, across the country, which is very very important, very very essential for the manager who deals with the different culture, different cultural workforce. So understanding different culture is necessary, as culture have their own way of interpreting things. It may be good for a group, whereas it may be bad for other groups. Something may be essential or necessary. What is that? The different culture, the essence of different culture. The culture, a particular culture may be perceived, may be very good, may give very good feelings or very good experience with a certain groups, whereas that particular culture may not be good, may be bad for a different group of people. So that is, hence the question arises, the diversities. What is diversities? Remember the term diversities. Hence in this field the most key element, that is diversity of the culture. An organization has to understand different culture and to adopt, not only understand but to adopt the sensitivity, not only to understand, only to adopt, but to sensitively to different groups wants and needs, and to strive hard to minimize the gap. That is the interesting thing which is played by the manager, the key role played by the manager who deals with the cross-cultural management in the cross-cultural field. Remember, the diversity, the term diversity, diversities, the cultural diversities, the differences of one culture with another culture, that diversity is not only understood, not only adopted, but very very carefully, sensitively. Why? Now to minimize the gap between the different groups or the people of one region with the other region. What is that? Customer preferences, customer wants and needs, and has to work accordingly so that can achieve the success or the goal will be achieved. This is the best contribution of cross-cultural management. Remember why cross-cultural management is important in all kinds of business, not only in hospitality and tourism, but in every kind of business. The main contribution, the most important thing to understand the diversities, adapting the diversities with sensitively, very, very carefully. Why? To know the wants and needs of different groups and accordingly to work to minimize the gap between the two groups, between the need and perceptions, wants between the two groups. That is the main contribution. Unless until one manager is not understanding the different diversities of the culture, people's preference, customers' needs, he cannot be, he cannot work with a strategy. He cannot formulate a strategy. How to work, when to work, what to work with the different peoples, and how to manage the group workforce. It's a very important thing. That is because for that, nowadays, the importance of cross-cultural management is growing up because for the globalization. Because nowadays, because for the globalization, the expansion, the extensions of the business is growing up by all over the world, from one country to different countries. And the main important thing is to understanding the diversities. Again, globalization helped to mix up all cultural features. Nowadays, what happens, because for globalization, the process of mixing up different cultures has already been taken place. That is a great challenge, because nowadays what happens, you cannot distinguish the unique culture of a particular region, of a particular country, or of a particular culture of an organization, because for the process of the rapid impact of globalization has played a vital role to mixing up different cultures, cultural aspects. So it is very difficult to distinguish a unique culture of a particular region, of a particular country. And again, what happens? It is again supported by IT, the technology, the process of globalization, that mixing of all different type of culture, that is possible by means of technology. Technology helps to access rapidly, accurately, intermittently the knowledge, data, and multiple options, which add complexity. Again, which add complexity. So it's a great challenge for the managers, those who are working in the cross-cultural field, to identify the unique culture of a particular place. So that is very important in the process of globalization, giving a new shape, you can say, the changing the culture changing the cross culture, the field of cross culture very rapidly, and the challenge is it is very difficult to distill a particular culture, a unique culture, unless until one manager is not, thorough, completely understanding perfectly the different culture. It is very hard to develop a strategy or to build a relationship, business relationship in the across the country in the field of business, any kind of business, not only in hospitality and tourism, but in any kind of business. Simplifying to capture and distill the essence of culture accurately is difficult. Customer preference, organizational talent, local laws, rules, regulation, organizational performance. These are the thing which is very important unless until cross culture is not understood. This is the next contribution, what you can say, the contribution of cross culture. Manager's performance. Cross culture is important. Cross cultural management, this subject is important. Its contribution goes towards manager's performance. It increases the manager's performance by tuned with the cultural insights. These are now I want to discuss with the relative importance of cross culture. What is the relative importance of the cross culture in the international business? For the international business. First thing, remember, some industries require. Some industries, like I can say hospitality and tourism industry, the great example, the best examples. Industry requires more cross culture. Why? Now, because this industry is a very, very delicate industry. The services are offered by the people and offered to the people, by the people and to the people, where you can otherwise take it as a people's industry. So where the human psychology is concerned, the likes, dislikes, preferences depends in the basis of culture. So it is very, very important. Cultures matters a lot in this kind of business. And now for your kind information, the hotels are not restricted in one country. Hotel chains. You might have aware about the chain hotels, chain restaurants, multiple cuisines. All are expanding their business. Travel agencies, airlines, all are. All are not confined, not within the country, expanding their business across. And because for that, the knowledge of cross culture is very, very important. Why? Because to increase the performance of the manager. The only thing is that to increase the performance, manager has to take all the decision. Manager should have experience, should have proper understanding about the different culture, the diversities, to manage the thing, to face the challenge, to set a strategy. So these are the vital things which are required. So number one is the relative, when we are discussing about the relative importance of the cross culture, some industry requires cross culture. And the second thing, some countries require. Some countries requires. Not only this cross culture is meant for only to the industry, but for the country. And the third thing, some functions needs. There are different types of functions of the business. Different type of business has different types of functions. So some function needs cross culture for functioning. It is very important. Otherwise, if sufficient cross culture data cannot be collected, cannot be gathered, it is difficult to functioning of a particular kind of function. So one is industry requirement. Some industry requires. Second is some countries requires. And third is some functions requires. And fourth one is people. Some people requires because for playing the role, because for personality, because cross culture, the cross culture can teach, can give insights for the personality, for the growth of personality, and for the growth of that is what you can say role, what role to play, how to play the role for an individual people. So another thing, what is the importance, what we are talking about, the importance of cross cultural management. Another thing, sometimes what happens in business, to over familiarization is a dangerous thing. Over familiarization or to bringing an exotic things. So where the compatibility is very much essential and which can be drawn by means of cross culture, by means of where the compatibility. Try to understand, when someone is launching an exotic product or service, that should be compatible. That should be compatible in the market, in the prospective customer, with the prospective customers. So priorities should be given for building relationship, market relationship. Why it is required? To creating the international strategy of the business. Another thing, economic. So international business always depends upon the economics. It means a proper alignment has to be built with the macroeconomy, of that country, and that can be drawn by means of cross culture. Unless until not sufficient knowledge or data available in respect of cross culture, you cannot set a alignment with the macroeconomy. So another thing is politics, political field, compatibility with the political field. Political field means, what is the intention? What is the intention of their administration. And another thing, what is the prevailing ideologies followed or going to be followed. So because unless until you should not be, aware about their local politics, their political field, their political environment, you do not know their ideology of the government, prevailing ideologies of the government, or going to be ideologies, which ideologies to be followed. If sufficient awareness, if you are not having, it's very difficult. It's a challenging thing to build a business relation with these countries. Another thing is, one is economic, another is politics, another is legal affairs. So consistency with the legal rules, laws, regulations, legal infrastructure is very important to fit the codes, ethics of the business, to set the different codes and ethics to handle the business, the procedures. So that is consistency is very much essential. And the most important thing is, other than economics and politics or legal affairs, another important thing, that is linguistic capability. Linguistic capability is very essential. Because why linguistic capability is important? Because for clarity in the sense, the key operator with the key people, that should be properly communicated. So communication should be with proper clarity. So because for that, the linguistic capability is very much essential or facilitate. Another is, after economic, politics, legal affairs and linguistic capability, the other important thing is engagement. So engaging the local workforce, it's a challenge unless until there is no sufficient data or sufficient knowledge about the cross culture. It is very, very challenging job to tackle the workforce, local workforce in the international business. So each culture has a different way of looking at things, and it is indeed a challenge for manager who work with cross culture. It is essential for the manager to be conscious about cultures with whom they interact. Organization interacted for international business required to know the sufficient knowledge about the diversities to tackle the diverse set of problem, to tackle the different skills in the sense to compounding the different skills in a global skills, in terms of a global skills, in terms of a international skills, compounding the local skills, because to increase the competencies which is required to achieving the success in the international business. So, cross culture is very important in the field of international business. Thank you very much.